On the shores of the Aegean Sea stood Miletus, a small yet vibrant city. Narrow streets were filled with merchants selling cloth, olive oil, and spices from the east. Trading ships docked, unloading cargo and stories from distant lands. Amid this bustle was born Thales, a humble merchant largely unknown. He appeared busy with jars of olive oil, yet his eyes were always fixed on the world with extraordinary curiosity. The shadow of a stick, the movement of stars, the rise and fall of rivers. He recorded everything on worn papyrus. Thales believed the world was not a mystical puzzle but a pattern that could be understood by reason. From a wooden table in a small market, he began the first steps of a revolution in thought, turning Miletus into not just a trading city, but the birthplace of knowledge. Thales' curiosity was boundless. He heard tales of the Egyptian pyramids and priests who read the stars. Though many laughed at him, he sailed across the sea, leaving his hometown behind. He studied geometry from Egyptian surveyors, astronomy from Babylonian priests, and philosophy from thinkers from afar. Every night he recorded the stars' movements, predicted seasons, and observed nature's patterns. Miletus, once merely a small port, became a city sending knowledge across the world. Thales proved that even from a small city, knowledge could emerge and change the world. In Egypt, Thales learned to measure the height of pyramids using shadows. He planted a stick in the ground, waited until its shadow equaled its height, and calculated the pyramid's height without climbing. This simple technique amazed the priests and even stirred jealousy. He brought this method back to Miletus, teaching young students about geometry and logic. The small city gradually transformed into a center of education and research. From simple observation arose the foundations of mathematics. From the market sprang a hub of thought. Miletus was no longer just an ordinary city. It became the birthplace of a revolution in knowledge. Miletus also became a city of astronomy. Thales observed constellations, predicted seasons, and tracked eclipses. Long nights were spent by the sea or in the desert, with young students gathered to learn. The city, once known only as a trading port, became a natural laboratory. The sky stretched as a vast blackboard. Wind and water became experimental materials. Every small discovery enhanced Miletus's reputation as a center of learning in Asia Minor. From Miletus, Thales took steps that transformed how humans viewed the world. He declared that all things originate from water, not because of gods, but due to natural laws that could be understood. For the Greeks of that time, this statement was shocking. The small city of Miletus witnessed the birth of scientific philosophy, a way of thinking that rejected myth as the sole explanation. Young students surrounding Thales learned to question, reflect, and seek answers for themselves. From the olive oil market arose an intellectual tradition that transcended the city, influenced all of Asia Minor, and ultimately became the foundation of Western thought. Miletus' reputation spread throughout Ionia. Merchants, sailors, and students came to study geometry, astronomy, and philosophy. A city once visited only for trade became a magnet for thinkers and researchers. Thales showed that the center of knowledge need not reside in a royal palace or grand temple. It could emerge from a simple city with inquisitive minds. Every jar of oil, every narrow street, every docked ship carried new possibilities, discussions, experiments, and exchange of ideas. Thales not only thought, he taught method. Shadow measurements, star observations, and seasonal calculations became simple yet precise experiments. His students learned to ask why and how rather than accept answers at face value. The small city transformed into a living laboratory, where every observation revealed nature's order. Miletus proved that a revolution in thought did not require grand palaces or armies, only curious minds and systematic methods. The knowledge born in Miletus spread throughout Greece. Thales' students became teachers to the next generation. Anaximander, Anaximenes, and even Plato and Aristotle were inspired by the legacy of this small city. Miletus, once merely a trading port, became the center of an intellectual revolution that laid the foundations of modern science, philosophy, and mathematics. The city demonstrated that the power of ideas could surpass wealth and authority. History records many great kingdoms and epic wars, yet the thought born in Miletus endured far longer. Thales' theorem, star observations, and rational ideas about nature became an everlasting legacy. This small city showed that from simplicity can emerge a great revolution, one that changed the way humans understand the world, proving that the human mind can surpass myths, kings, and time. Miletus remained a small city, yet its name shines forever in the history of knowledge. From its markets and ports arose a revolution in thought that influenced the world. Thales proved that the courage to ask questions and the desire to know are more powerful than swords or crowns. The small city became a symbol, a place where ideas could conquer fear, connect humans with nature, and ignite a timeless revolution of thought.